Hey there, and welcome back. Today we are going to be looking at the 2024 Toyota Tacoma, and my tester just happens to be the TRD Sport trim. Now, moving this vehicle is a 2.4-liter four-cylinder engine, making 278 horsepower, 317 pound-feet of torque. Now, this vehicle I think is a very handsome pickup truck. Look at the rims. I think they look really good, and I'm typically not a running board kind of guy, but on this vehicle I think it just works. All in all, I think Toyota has done a really good job on the exterior. It looks really handsome. Alright, so here we are on the inside of the 2024 Toyota Tacoma, and I do want to start right here with this center cockpit right here, which is 12.3 inches of just pure digital screen, which in my personal opinion looks fantastic. Now, coming over to our steering wheel, we do have all of our audio right over here, and then we have all of our Toyota assistance technology right over here as well. Now, coming over here, I can toggle using these two arrows here, and I can change what's happening up there. So there we have our settings. And then here we also have another area, or section rather, sorry. And then here is our adaptive cruise control module or mode setting as well, where you can go in and tweak exactly how far away braking assistance technology will start happening. So that's what happens all over here. And then of course we have our volume down, our volume up, our Bluetooth, and then our call here and then back as well. Over here we have everything that happens with our driver's assistance technology. We also have our modes here as well, which kind of toggles back and forth between different audio modes for us as well. So for example, if we hit our mode here, which it's not connected at the moment, so it's not really going to do that currently, but you would just tap this button to go from the Apple CarPlay back into the actual Toyota mode as well. Now, I do want to spend a little bit of time talking about this interface right here, because this is the upgraded 14-inch screen, and I think it looks fantastic. It's definitely giving Lexus vibes, and I'm going to try to zoom in without getting as much glare as possible, or with getting as little glare as possible. But these graphics right here look like they've been lifted straight out of a Lexus, and so I'm curious if Lexus is going to upgrade their system or their database, because the graphics here look like something fresh out of Lexus. But from this screen here, you do have your navigation up there. You also have your audio, your phone, and then your vehicle settings or dynamics, and then also car settings right here down here at the bottom. And so another cool thing real quick that I kind of want to just highlight is that this vehicle has 8 miles on it. So I'm the first person to drive this vehicle. So shout out to the folks at Toyota, at Germain Toyota, for getting me into this vehicle. Super happy, so super grateful, and thank you. Coming back over here, we do have things like our heated steering wheel. We also have a 3-tiered heating seat system. And we have all of our buttons down here for our heating and our ventilation. Over here, we see that we have 2 USB-C ports. And then coming over here, right here in this section, we have our beautiful, very large wireless charge pad, which is going to be a standard option on these vehicles. Now, coming down here, we do have everything towing related, and we also have our 4-low, 4-high, and our 2-wheel high drive system over here as well. These buttons are, I'm assuming these buttons are for some sort of auxiliary options here, but this tester here does not have it. So I'm thinking that's what goes here, or if you option this vehicle in its limited form, I'm assuming that's what's going to go right here as well too. A few more options for you. We have our Tacoma over there on the dash. We do have, now this is kind of a hard touch plastic, but I don't hate it all the way. We do have our JBL sound system, which I think is fantastic. It does sound really good. We do have our automatic headlights right there, our traction control off, our 120 volt outlet that we can turn that on and off. And then as you see, we have aux 1, 2, and 3, which you can attach different things to this vehicle and operate it using these 3 buttons right there. And then down here is going to be the lights on for the back bed. You can turn that one off, or when the door opens, or keep it on all the time. So that's there as well. We do have some really cool pedals down here. We've got some metal covered pedals down there, which I think looks fantastic. And overall, although this is the darker cloth interior, this is not a bad place to spend time. I really do enjoy what Toyota has done with this interior. All right, so I do want to talk about the Apple CarPlay system because I was able to go ahead and connect it. I do want to mention that it is a wireless connection, and so that in itself is a great deal. And so we can come in and we can, I'm going to peel off the plastic, but we can go ahead and toggle between all these different screens here that we would typically be able to toggle back and forth through. Now, it is moving a little bit slow. However, the car only has 8 miles on it, so I'm just going to chalk it up to it needs to just like get itself together. So do want to go ahead and put it back on this screen. All right, and so here's our map. Now, as you can see, it is moving a little slow. I'm not gonna lie, it is moving a little bit slowly. However, I'm going to say it's moving slowly because this is the first time that the system has been used in this vehicle. However, as you can see, yeah, it's definitely moving slow. Like, ugh, yeah, that's not a good look. Okay, however, you do get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. However, this one again is moving slowly, but that's okay. Now, something else I do want to talk about is up here with our JBL system. I'm gonna try to zoom out just a little bit. With our JBL system, I can pop this speaker out, and then I have a speaker, which is like really cool. So if I'm at a party or at a friend's house and we're trying to just vibe out and just listen to some great music, right? I can just pop this out, which is awesome. It charges, and then I can pop it right back in when I'm ready to go home. So that's a really cool feature. Really enjoy that. You can hit this button up here and it will make the screen a little bit smaller and give you your menu back on your Lexus side here. But if you hit this button, same button, it gives you the full usage of this 14.3 inch screen, which I think is fantastic. And it's really a game changer because looking at this in person, this system right here looks really good when all of the screen is being used. Love this. Now I am in park and I'm gonna put the vehicle into reverse, and we're gonna talk about the backup camera here because the backup camera quality, if I had to rate it out of a 10, as I always do, I'm gonna have to give it about a 6 out of 10. It's not that it's super bad, but it does look a little grainy on my end, and it's just, I think for the price point, the 360 would have been better. Now I can change the view, so that's helpful. I do enjoy that, and I can look, and it does change and give me a few different markers here, which I think is very, very helpful, very, very useful. However, I think all in all, the camera quality could be just a little bit better on this higher priced Tacoma. So here is the driver's assistance technology at work, right? So I'm going to park the vehicle and I'm getting a little close up there, and so it's letting me know what's happening, which this is a strong suit, especially on a truck because this thing is kind of big or long, and so you need these features to help you when parking this vehicle. Let's make our way on the inside. We do have our running boards right there, which are fantastic. They definitely help shorter people. I don't personally need them, but they're really cool to have or good to have. Now, this is where I would sit to drive, and here's where the Tacoma kind of falls a little short for me because my knees, as you can see, are touching the back. They're actually going in there, and so this would be a little tight for me. Now, I could just go like this and have more room. My feet also are all the way under here, and I don't have the most leg room back here. I'm gonna be sure to insert the actual leg room figures back here, but it is a little tight. Now, I do get things like 2 cup holders, which are a really good size, so I really do enjoy that. I do get 2 USB-C ports down here again, and then I also get that wonderful 120 volt outlet as well. Now, I do get mat pockets just on this seat over here on the passenger side. I do not get it over here on the driver's side, but all in all, it's not a bad place to spend time, but it is a little tight back here. Now, I'm just trying to see if this folds down. It's not letting down for me right now. So as of taping, this does not let down, but I do have a good amount of headspace back here. Again, it's just a little tight over here. It's just a little tight. You do also get more cup holders down here as well, so that's a really cool feature. And I do want to talk about these seats for a moment, because these do fold down and you can pull on one of these areas over here. I have not been able to figure out how just yet, but I do know these seats do fold down and they fold flat, completely flat for you. So as you see, the doors are open and we do have LED lighting over here in the bed, and it looks fantastic. I really do enjoy that option. All right, now let's talk about the bed. As you saw, it is damped, which is a fantastic feature. I do love that. You do have your LED lights over there. I'm not sure if you all can see that, but you do get 2 LED lights back here, and you do get a spray-in bed liner down here, which you can hose down and all of that great stuff, which I think is fantastic. You do get another outlet back here. And you also get your 12 volt back here, and you also get a USB back there and a USB-A port back there. And then if we come over here, take these off, you have some awesome storage back here, which is awesome. Okay, we're gonna lock those back, and we're gonna close our tailgate. Now, it's not a power closing tailgate, but that's totally okay. You also get 2 more LED lights up top there. All right, after driving this 2024 Toyota Tacoma TRD, what do I think? I really enjoyed this driving experience. This is my first time driving, well, not my first time, but my first time in a long time getting out and driving a pickup truck. And it reminded me why growing up, I really enjoyed riding in my granddad's F-150. And so, yeah, it just kind of took me back. So I really enjoy it. Out of a 10, I would have to give this vehicle about an 8. The reason I'm going to do so is because there are things that I don't necessarily enjoy, but there are some things that I really enjoy about this vehicle. So first, I do want to talk about the many things that I enjoy. So first, I enjoy the fact that this truck has 320 plus horsepower. I think that's fantastic, and it really gives this truck the pep that it needs. Now, another thing I really enjoy is the 12.3 screen and the 14.3 inch screen as well, because it just gives this vehicle a little bit more zhuzh and razzle dazzle, because sometimes pickup trucks, as we know, or in the past, have been known to be mundane and boring. And so these 2 screens really give this vehicle a little bit more zhuzh. So really enjoying that. The third thing I enjoy is definitely this JBL sound system, y'all. It sounds really good, and it's a system that I think you have to get when you get this vehicle, because without it, I'm pretty sure it sounds really bad. Another plus that I really enjoy is that JBL has given us the added speaker, because that is a fantastic thing as well. And it gives you something to kind of like brag about, because Ford and Chevy and the other brands are not giving you a speaker that you can kind of detach. All right, so the vehicle is in sport mode, and we are about to take off and see what it feels like. You can definitely hear that turbo working, and it does feel good. Now, steering feels a little bit heavier in sport mode, but outside of that, nothing else really feels that much different to me, in my personal opinion. But it did feel good. It definitely felt different than driving it in normal mode, for sure. I really did enjoy that. Answering the question, would I purchase this vehicle? I think I would. I would have to go limited, which means I'm gonna have to spend a little bit more money, but there are some things that I just really wanna have in a vehicle, like leather seats and just nicer seats and things of that sort. And so I'm definitely going to just spend the extra money and get this vehicle. Now, I do have to give AJ here at Germain Toyota a huge shout out, because without him this video would not be possible. So if you are in the market, I'm going to list their contact information, and I'm going to also list their vehicles, because this vehicle is available. It's only got now 10 miles on it, or I'm sorry, 13 miles, and they have tons of more vehicles. And so if you are in the market, please, and you live in the Columbus area, please come on out to Germain Toyota West and ask for AJ, or anybody else here can help you out. So with that being said, I'll catch you all in the next video. Be safe out there. Peace.